Hi, I'm Kunzi, and today I am playing Dungetris. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that, but when you know what the game is, it makes sense. It's basically a sort of dungeon crawler RPG type game mixed with Tetris. Yes, Tetris. It does sound a bit weird, but when I play, you'll see exactly what I mean. In that you build up the dungeon that you're in by essentially dropping pieces of the dungeon Tetris style from the top of the screen. I've been playing quite a bit with the warrior, so we'll continue on that. As I said, it's got RPG gameplay in that you upgrade your statistics. I'm currently level 7, so this is a bit more than the base character, and also acts as your save file. And then you have this map. These little towers, and these here are ones that I've done previously. And then if I just move off, it's it's mainly mouse controlled, keyboard controlled. So you use the WASD or the arrow keys. And so these are these little sort of broken towers. They're the missions. Now this mission here, kill 15 elite enemies. I can't do that one, and I think it may be incredibly hard, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So I'm going to go down. I've tried it quite a few times, and I haven't even managed to kill one. But that's not because they killed me. No, it's just because I couldn't actually find any elite enemies, and that's perhaps a bit of a problem. I think this game has a very interesting idea, but it lacks a little polish. It's worth the money for me because I got it for free from Steam Gifts. And see, so people do actually play the games they win on Steam Gifts. Okay, so here's your little starting area, and this is your this is you, and these are sort of cards of various abilities that you can perform. So I make myself invisible, teleport, invulnerable for 7 turns, and change the item to a random one. And my quest is to kill 40 enemies, and then you've got your health, your experience, and your number of gold coins, because you may be able to buy things, and your number of keys to open things, and then your sort of special ability. And then, so I can move around up and down, across, using the WASD keys, and then you can create things. So you just right click, and the next piece will appear, and then you left click to drop it where you want it. And I'm going to drop it there because I want this thing straight away. This is going to give me experience, I think. Yes, 3 experience points. And then you just build up your... how's that going to work? You just build up your dungeon or your tower or whatever like this. And if there's gaps underneath the piece, then they fill in with like this block so you can't go into there. So you end up with these, very much like Tetris, you end up with these gaps and trying to wander and often trying to wait for just the right piece to appear. And you don't have to deal with the piece before moving on to the next piece. I could just sit here and build this tower for hours if I wanted. So that's that chest there. That's going to require a key. So I can just go. That's a monster. So and there's its health, 37 health, and it does 3 damage. And it's just about to. When you're on it, it's like a roguelike, you move into it and you do your damage to it, and it does its damage to you. And my damage is 9 to 11 at the moment. So I'll kill it quite easily, and then there's access to this thing as well. And the monsters will move around, so like that, and sort of build up the pieces. Ooh, that was quite lucky. And when I said lucky there, that's actually a big thing, because luck is a huge part of the game. Obviously, how you position these pieces makes a big difference. Let's see what this bag of bones is. Oh, a card. Freeze chosen. Yep, that's cool. And what's this thing? Damage increased by 1 point. Good. So if you look at it now, my damage has gone up to 10 to 12. So there's various things you can get, like various pieces of equipment and things like that. And as you can see, this special new feature I've got, Attack Up, is only going to last 49 turns, so I better make use of it. And then you just run into it and you attack it, you've got a chance of dodging, and I've got a key. So that's good. So now I can open up that case, that chest up here. Yeah, so some of the abilities have cooldowns. Some of the abilities, so I've got some. Oh, increase all stats by 4 points. That's going to be quite good. To use the card, you just drag it out, and all stats out. That's going to be very handy because killing 39 enemies is actually going to be quite tough. I don't normally kill that many, so having your stats up, super useful. That's not such a great one. So yeah, this is the sort of basics of the game. Let's go see what this bag of bones is. Another key. And that's how it plays. And you go along. You build up your character. You build the complete the quests, and so on and so forth. Not so useful. Where should we put that? You just have to work out where to put these things. Let's put it over here because I don't really care about it. Yeah. Let's put this one over here. Yeah. And you build up and that's the way you go. And you kill the monsters. And as you may be able to tell at this stage the way things are going. One of the problems, I'm supposed to kill 40 monsters. I haven't actually come across many monsters yet, have I? So that's it. You could well have just a bit of bad luck in that things don't appear. Like for instance, I've done that kill 15 elite enemies mission, or attempted it many times, and I always die long before 15 appear. In fact, I played for about 15 minutes on one level, and I didn't have a single elite enemy appear during that time. And that flag makes enemies appear. So if you go over it, more enemies appear. Which is quite good for me because obviously I have to get rid of as many of them as I can. And I was hoping to get rid of them before my little bonus disappears. My attack will disappear in a bit. Oh, and some health. 10, but then my bonus is about to run out. Yeah. I want them to come to me because there's that. Then I get first hit. So we're up to still 36 enemies. Still got a bit to go. Oh, that was nice. There we go. So what are we down to now? 34 enemies and 36 health. And back to building some more of the dungeon up. Yeah, so all the pieces you get make obviously a massive difference to how the game plays. This piece isn't going to go anywhere useful, is it? Put it here, and then hopefully come in around the top. And another. There, so that's another booster. Well, but I want to set up more of the dungeon before I. Yeah, you can't rotate the pieces. That was something that I spent a long time trying to work out. How do I rotate these pieces? But the answer is you can't. Good. Yeah. So now I can get around into this area. Let's take this bonus. Damage increased by 1 point, that's fine by me. Oh, I haven't quite finished. I can't quite get around this. I think that's health. That's another stat up. Oh, come on, people. Yeah, so often you just end up sitting there trying to go through all the possibilities, trying to get the pieces you want to appear. That can take a long time, so it can get a bit slow, and that's, I guess, the problem with the game. I mean, if I can link up from here to here, then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monsters plus these two sort of core monsters. But I need the piece, so I have to sit here and keep going until I get the piece to link everything up. And until I do, I just keep dropping them nowhere in particular. Oh, come on. Give me the piece I want. Did I open that chest? Maybe I should just teleport. I've got teleport, so why don't I just... Because then I want to be able to get into these two as well. And I might have to teleport back. And I know there must be one of these pieces coming soon. Oh. Hang on, how's that? Oh, not quite. So close. So close to what I want. Not quite. Yeah. So what else? What else about this game? Yeah, so it's very, very highly dependent on the RPG. It can be very hard as a result. No. Give me the piece I want. Give me the piece I want. I think I'm just going to have to teleport. This is just not working. Yeah, there's a bit of a lack of polish sometimes in the way the... okay, all enemies level up. I just need to teleport. This is pointless. The pieces that you need are just never going to come, are they? So where do I want to go? Let's go in here. Yeah, I mean the keys change. The arrow keys work here. I'm using the arrow keys right now. But if I was to swap over to the sort of map of all the places you can go, then the arrow keys don't work anymore, which is a bit annoying. Okay. What's this do? No, I need a key. Oh, I've got a key. That's, I think, a lot of health. I probably don't need that right now. Oh, yes, that was super powerful. 1 health each turn. So now as time goes on, I just get stronger. So maybe just... oh, has it run out? Seems to have stopped. My health hasn't stopped going up. Alright, well that didn't seem to last very long. Alright, so let's just kill some monsters. Take that. Take gold fever. 20 coins for 10 health. Don't do that, I die! So how healthy are these? 37, so 3 strikes, 3, so I need that health. Which is a problem, because there's a couple of monsters between... Oh, 4 monsters, so I think I've actually screwed this up, I'm going to die, yeah. So, yeah, I should have grabbed that health earlier. And I got lulled into a false sense of security because I thought that that fountain was going to give me 1 health per point for a very long time, but it only seemed to do it for 2 or 3 turns. Yeah, so it's there's a bit of roughness in a few places, but it's still quite a good game. But although perhaps a little, I might find it a little hard as a result because of the RPG. You just have to. You get kind of stuck a little bit on waiting for various blocks, or the blocks you want just don't appear, which put you into bad positions. So you do actually, you may have to sort of grind it a little bit. I've gone back and done some of the early missions a few times to try and get my level up. Because when you finish a mission, like now, if I go back, my character's power, if we go back in again, you can see it's just sort of reset to what it was. But if I was to finish the mission, then it would be saved and go on. And there's also various upgrades. Oh, sorry, can't use the arrow keys on that screen. So you can buy cards at the shop. when you unlock the shop, you can upgrade cards at the smithy. When you unlock the smithy, you can see I've upgraded quite a few of the cards. You buy with gold coins. You upgrade with this thing, which is just called material. I guess it looks like material. Yeah, so very hard. A very interesting idea. It's not something I would have thought of combining, but it works. It works okay. Yeah, so a decent game. I imagine it's probably quite cheap on Steam, and it's definitely being bundled. So I mean, if you pick it up in a bundle, it's definitely worth installing it and giving it a try, because I think it's it's a decent game. All right, and that's it. I hope you liked my little playthrough, and goodbye.